CHAMPS Winter Roundup is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. Also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. The Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan, because better coaching always matters. Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor. The U.S. Army, what's your warrior? And the Detroit Medical Center. Do you have a sports injury, or are you just looking to take your game to the next level? Go where the pros go. Visit dmc.org/gamechangers.
Hey, high school sports fans, welcome to the final episode of the State Champs Winter Roundup. I'm Jenna Skalski. All SCSN shows are brought to you by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. For the season finale, we are dishing out some of our best highlights to date from the Division I Cheer Regional, Boys and Girls Bowling Regional, and Wrestling Finals. To kick off this action-packed episode, we head to the Grand Rapids area for competition on the hardwood.
I'm Jason Hutton from the West Michigan area. We start in Division I, Muskegon and Mona Shores on the Sailors' home court in a district semifinal. Jakayla Anderson on the fast break gets through the defense and scores. Lady Reds had a 4-point lead. Second half, here comes the Sailors. Jenna Tierman hits the three. Mona Shores had a 1-point lead, but Muskegon took it from there. Anderson, the three-pointer to beat the third quarter buzzer as Muskegon knocks off Mona Shores 39-27 the final. Lady Reds get Reese Puffer in Friday's district final. Also in Division I, in District 9, Forest Hill Central came in 15-6, taking on host Rockford, which was 14-6. Third quarter on the break, Alina Anderson, 2 of her 12 points. Rams had an 8-point lead. But Forest Hill Central, which trailed by 13 at the half, made a big-time charge in the second half. Fourth quarter, Theron Halleck behind the back, fancy to Allie Ringler for 2. Rangers within 1, but Rockford able to hold them off. Sophomore guard Megan McCauley all the way to the rim with the lay-in. Rockford wins at 49-41. Rams will play Forest Hills Northern Friday in the district championship game. Division II at the Holland Civic Center. West Catholic 20-1 taking on Unity Christian. This is a pretty good game. Unity turns it over. Abby Kimball, the outstanding 10th grader, the steal and the lay-in. Falcons down 1. Third quarter, it's Unity Christian that's behind, but here come the Saters. Haley Bremer to Taryn Hinkett inside for the 2. Unity Christian actually led this game in the fourth quarter, but the Falcons were able to make the plays they needed to down the stretch. Kimball drives left and scores. She had 26 points to lead everybody as West Catholic holds on to beat Unity Christian 44-41 the final. Falcons advance to play host Holland Christian in the district final.
How you doing? My name is First Class Adams.
Hey, what's up, Detroit? I'm Staff Sergeant Stevens. If you're within the age of 17 to 34, if you look for a job without any experience, we can teach you everything you need to know. Come be a part of the team.
And where you can locate us at is on goarmy.com/Michigan.
And our phone number is 586-774-0218 or 517-214-8542.
Go Army.
I'm Alex Sims from the Lansing area. The East Lansing Trojans tipped off against St. John's in the first district semifinal game. Just like on Monday, the Trojans rolled. Shug Williams calling for it in the post. She goes up and finishes through all kinds of traffic for the bucket and the foul. Allie Mays hands it off to Peyton Baker. She takes it down low, stops, pops the fadeaway, and that's money. Cha-ching, as East Lansing wins big 68-29 the final. Up next at Grand Ledge was DeWitt versus Waverly. The Panthers swept the Warriors in the regular season. The Warriors were fighting through the whole way. Sanaya Blackman with a nice finish through a couple of defenders, but the Panthers were too impressive. Watch this ball movement. 1, 2, 3, 4 passes to find Alexa Ashley in the post, and she lays it in. The Panthers take care of business in the district semis and will face East Lansing on Friday for the title, 55-30 the final. Staying in Division I and heading south to Jackson Northwest, Okemos and Holt girls had to face each other in the first game of the night, and Rams coach Cassie Kolarczyk was spreading the good vibes. Okemos, though, was on a mission right out of the gate. Look at this nice steal by Kelsey Henry. She takes it coast to coast and finishes things off with this silky finger roll. And then senior Jasmine Clerkley had her dancing shoes on, gets around the defender and puts it away. But Holt responded, and in a big way. Her name, Ella Barker, she gets the bucket to fall and is heading to the line for one. A nice little three-point play, and there was no stopping the Rams from there. Barker finds Janae Tyler down low for two to put Holt up by double digits. And how about one more for good measure? Barker at the top of the key can't get it to fall, but she grabs her own rebound and doesn't go in again. So third time's a charm, right? Cha-ching, two of her team high 18 points. Holt was moving on, beating Okemos 65-36. The Rams play the winner of this game on Friday night for the district crown. Jackson tipping off against Jackson Northwest, and the Mounties were showing the Vikings who's boss right out of the gate. A loose ball gets picked up by Morgan Hanchett. She takes it all the way to the hoop, and they weren't finished. This time it's Mary Crowley perfectly utilizing the bounce pass inside the lane to Josie Bontrager. She lays it in, but Jackson wasn't backing down. Maya Pierce drains the triple. Jackson pulls off the upset, topping number 1 seed Jackson Northwest by 1, 54-53, and will face Holt this Friday for the district crown. In Division 2, Pete Cool's Williamston Hornets were hoping to pull off the three-peat, as in beating Fowlerville for a third time this year to keep its season alive. The Hornets stung early, but the Gladiators would not give in easily. Sanaya Depa knocks down the wide-open corner three to cut into Williamston's lead, but the Hornets were just too much. Look at Elizabeth West go to work in the post, finishes with this lefty lay off the glass. Really nice post move from West, and the Hornets cruise to a big win, 51-25 the final.
I'm Lauren Plants with a recap of what happened at the MHSAA Team Wrestling Finals this past weekend. In Division 4, Clinton took down the three-time defending state champ Hudson, Redskins' first state title in a boys' sport in school history. For the 8th time in the last 9 years, Richmond and Dundee squared off in the D3 finale. But again, it's Dundee in control. They claim third straight state title. Next, to Division 2, the Lowell Red Arrows, a dynasty on the west side. 7th straight state title, dominating win over Gaylord. And finally, to Division 1, Detroit Catholic Central going for its 4th straight title up against Davison. 2 nationally ranked programs, only one could claim state champ, CC, with mitten supremacy once again. If you want to see more, we've got in-depth highlights and coverage in our annual Team Wrestling State Championship show. You can check it out at our website, statechampsnetwork.com, all of our social media channels, and of course, the brand new State Champs app. Download it today.
Hey everyone, we're here with our digital managing editor, Matt Mowry. Matt, your last top 25 before the playoffs were started were released on Monday. Can you tell us what's up?
Yeah, we didn't have a whole lot of movement in and out. We just had some up and down as teams jockeyed for position in the last couple weeks of the season. When all was said and done, we had the tournament champions from the Detroit PSL, the Detroit Catholic League, the Charter School Conference, the Saginaw Valley League, the KLAA, the MAC, as well as the regular season champs from the CAC Blue, the MAC Red, the MMAC, and the Flint Metro. We also had the Ottawa-Kent Conference division winners from the Gold, Green, and Blue, and both co-champs of the Red. We only had one team that moved into the rankings, and that was newcomer Harper Woods Chandler Park Academy at the very last rung on number 25. And it looks a little odd because they have 6 losses, 5 of them in state, but when you look at the schedule they played, it's a power-packed schedule. Their 5 in-state losses came against SVL champ Carmen Ainsworth, Cascades Conference co-champ Michigan Center, SEC Red champ Ann Arbor Huron, and CAC Blue champ East Lansing, as well as Chicago Simeon, one of the Final 4 teams in Illinois' 3A division. And despite those 6 losses, you kind of figure that once we get the playoffs going, Chandler Park's going to be a contender, largely because they have one huge roadblock that got moved out of their way. Last year, Detroit Edison was in their district. This year, they're on the other side of the bracket.
Thank you, Matt, and actually thank you for all of your hard work during the regular season.
No problem. I'll see everybody at the Breslin.
All righty. See you guys next season.
Hi, I'm Laura Ramus with DMC Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. And today on Game Changers, we're going to be going over blood flow restriction training. Blood flow restriction is a training technique used by adolescent to elite athletes to improve performance. It's also utilized by athletes if they're injured or had surgery for the rehabilitation process. What it includes is restricting your blood flow in both your arms and your legs to help increase strength. And it does this by letting you use a lighter load or less weight and still get the benefits of a heavy load or a heavy weight. Start with some bicep exercises. We pump up the cuffs, and he's going to use a light weight. In this case, only 5 pounds. But this 5-pound bicep curl with the BFR bands on allows him to get the same benefit as bicep curling 25 pounds. You'll start out with about 15 repetitions. He'll rest for a minute in between, and then repeat that 15 repetitions for 3 sets with 1 minute rests in between. So add BFR training while you're in your season to maintain your strength without fatiguing your performance. Or if you've had an injury, you can recover a lot quicker by having less load on that injured tissue and get back onto the field sooner.
To find a DMC location near you specializing in blood flow restriction therapy, call 313-910-9328 or visit dmc.org/gamechangers.
Don't forget, you can check out Hockey Times. Every week, we are going to be talking about what's going on in the great state of Michigan at the high school level. So much good hockey being played, and we're going to do our best to cover it from all vantage points in the great state of Michigan. New episodes drop every Wednesday right around 3 o'clock.
If you're also looking to get the latest highlights and news in boys basketball, you need to check out State Champs Hang Time Michigan. We comb the state for some of the best matchups featuring some of the top teams and players. State Champs Hang Time Michigan is for hoops junkies, and it premieres right here on the State Champs Sports Network and the State Champs app, Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Welcome back, everyone. We know you're hungry for more highlights, so we're dishing out clips from the highly anticipated Division I Cheer Regional.
I'm Sarah Davis, and Troy Athens was the site for the Division I Cheer Regionals. This is their time to shine as the top 4 teams will move on to states. Let's start off the afternoon with the girls from Rochester High School, who came in ranked 6th in Division I. They kept their high energy going throughout round 1. The Falcons would end in 4th place. Up next, we have the 2nd-ranked Utica Eisenhower, and they showed off their phenomenal stunts in round 3. The Eagles came in 3rd place and are now going back to states for the 2nd year in a row. Now let's check out the girls who came in ranked 7th. Plymouth lands their perfect back tucks and flawless tumbling skills in round 2. The Wildcats were ecstatic to place 2nd, making high school history as it will be their first time going to states. Congratulations, ladies. Finally, we have the girls from Rochester Adams, who came in 3rd in the state. They had amazing stunts as they scored the highest place in round 3. This round pushed them up to the top as the Highlanders are your regional champions. Good luck to everyone at the state finals this upcoming weekend.
I'm Chuck Pellerito, and we go to the Division I Team Bowling Regionals at Fairlanes in Granville. The top 3 teams make it to the state finals in Allen Park. And we begin with the girls. This is Alyssa Fortney from Zeeland West High School getting them all to go down for the strike. Next up would be Morgan Smith for the Ducks, as she would get the last pin to drop for her strike. Zeeland West finishes in 3rd and are heading to states. The Rockford Rams looking to punch their ticket to the finals. Alexis Reamer getting the strike. Her best score in the individual was 2:03. Then would be Isabel Breck getting in on the strike parade. Her best score was a 2:01. Rockford finished runner-up. But it would be too much Jennison on this afternoon. Anna Bartz just gets them to go down for the strike. She had a best score of 194. Then it would be Lauren Slatter, calm and cool. She had over 200 in all 3 of her individual games, as the Jennison Wildcats go on to take the Division I regional trophy. Let's go to the fellas. Jackson Garland from Grand Haven gets the strike and hams it up for the camera. His best score was a 264. Then it would be Austin Brucker for the Bucks getting in on the fun. His best score in the individuals was 231, as Grand Haven finishes in 3rd, qualifying them for states. Next up, Blade Culbreich from Traverse City had himself a 2nd individual game. Came close to a 300 but got a 298. That's still very impressive. Then we have Jeremy Decker for the Titans. X marks the spot. He would roll a 243 in his 3rd individual game, as Traverse City West finished runner-up. And it would be all Caledonia in this regional. William Helms in the final individual game knocking down the strike. Next up for the Fighting Scots was Parker DeCouver bowling over 202 of his 3 individual games, as Caledonia goes on to take the Division I regional crown.
Honey, look at this. 40,000 flavor combinations, and I've had almost every one. Asiago, butter, cheese, Cajun. The flavored crust combinations are endless. It's the greatest thing that ever happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
To get more pizza? Yeah.
No, to call your mother. Wow.
Don't go. I need that equation.
Now get a meal deal to fit any budget at the home of flavored crust.
Hungry?
Howie!
So, I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first I just did basketball, and I got hooked. Before long, I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoyed giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
Today, in our series on misunderstood high school sports rules, we're going to take up the topic of sliding in basketball. In football, a player slides to give himself up when running the ball to protect himself. In soccer, a defender will slide tackle to separate an opponent from the ball. In ice hockey, a defender will slide to block an opponent's shot. In baseball and softball, a runner will slide to get to a base or to score a run. And when it happens, everyone applauds a good play. But in basketball, a slide usually gets everyone in the stands and on the sideline screaming for a call of traveling. And they're wrong. A player sliding on the floor after gaining control of the ball is not called for traveling unless they stop and roll over or attempt to get up without dribbling. A player on their stomach may pass, shoot, start a dribble, or request a timeout. If on their back, a player can also sit up without violating the rules. For more information on basketball rules or to become a registered game official, visit our website at MHSAA.com. Helps wanted, just whistle.
Hi, and welcome to the final Winter Roundup edition of Fast Break, presented by BCAM, the Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan. The executive director, Dan Young, is here, and I highly encourage you to check out our video on the Mr. Basketball finalists that you can find on Hang Time. I went start crazy with the superlatives, but it's a fun discussion, and it's
very entertaining.
Absolutely, and again, give some love to those guys because again, it's not about the winner; it's about being nominated and the thrill of that.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah, it's a great group.
Absolutely, it really is. It's a fine group, and check it out now. What we want to talk about here this week, number one is good news. We have growth. BCAM.
7th consecutive year. We are the number one basketball coaches association in the country.
Boom.
At 5,848. Thank you to Amy Heidenberg, our amazing administrative assistant. Everyone in BCAM knows that Amy is a big part of that. I also want to thank our regional directors, our board of directors, for pushing and trying to get new people, especially young people, involved with BCAM because we're here to help.
You know, it's one of the great things in how you have so much to offer as an association that I believe a lot of other ones fall short. I'm sure they're looking to Michigan as the model. And one of the things that, again, brings people along is the mentorship program that you offer. And it's so important to be able to have people bring these young men up as they learn this wonderful game and figure out the best way to handle themselves from those who've lived it and done it before.
The greatest gift in life is helping someone else. So our mentorship program is phenomenal. I'm on that list. If anyone needs a mentor, you know how to get a hold of me. But, you know, we also include college coaches in our association, which most states do not. So they are mentors for us as well and part of our program. In the spring, we're going to do a pilot program for first-year coaches. We started the Guide to the First-Year Coach, which Dan Krishner started, but our board contributed to. And we're just trying to find new ways to help people get good at their craft.
What are some things that are happening within BCAM, some dates, things of that nature that we should be aware of?
So March is the big month for nomination of players for academic awards, players for BCAM's Best, which is our all-state, Coach of the Year, Team Academic, Team First Award, which would be anybody in your program that is a Team First person, Outstanding Senior Academic Award. It goes on and on. So also College Coach of the Year. All those academic and individual awards are also college awards as well, including Team First. We've also started a new college page on our website where if you're a member of BCAM as a college coach, you can put your summer camps, your big games that you have coming up. So we're just trying to continue to improve. Our website is new this year and it's evolving and getting better. And, you know, as we learn how to tweak through the new things that we're trying to do. So a lot of the nominations are April 1st. So, as a BCAM member, nominate who deserves to win awards. Get those in and so people can be rewarded.
And they can't win if you don't nominate them. So there it is. bcam.org is the website. All right. Dan is not going anywhere because we still have several more Hang Time episodes to do. So we'll check out the BCAM segments on Hang Time Michigan. Otherwise, thank you again for doing it this season. It's been great so far. Let's keep it going.
It's time now for the MHSAA Clip of the Week. And it goes to Jacayla Anderson from Muskegon. The three-pointer at the buzzer to end the third quarter in the win over Mona Shores. And that's your MHSAA Clip of the Week.
The State Champs Winter Roundup has finally come to a close. On behalf of our production team, thank you for all of your support throughout the winter season. For more content, be sure to follow us on all of our socials or visit our website at statechampsnetwork.com. We'll see you next time for Spring Sports.
State Champs Winter Roundup is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. Also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. The Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan, because better coaching always matters. Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor. The U.S. Army, what's your warrior? And the Detroit Medical Center. Do you have a sports injury or are you just looking to take your game to the next level? Go where the pros go. Visit dmc.org/gamechangers.